Hello, travelers. Airport Manager Rever. And I am back again in our little tiny airport. We hope to make this the greatest international hub in the history of SimAirport, anyway. I don't know about all that, but at least maybe we'll survive a few more days. We're making, or we should make money. I would point out, I'm not sure how much you guys know about the game, but if we come to the finance hub, if you look, we can't see the process, the profit and loss. So what we would have to do is do some research. I was looking at these grants a little bit. We did get some of them. Satisfying hunger, we're not going to be able to do that. Airline services have 12 flights scheduled, one rep each to 3 airlines. Let's see. Airport efficiency, electrical zone with amplifier. I'm not even sure what that is just yet. I'll have to do some more research. Finance, accept a new loan to finance construction and build an office and assign a CFO to it. I think we might do this one. Let's just take a look at the last one. Is research and hire a CFO, have a positive net product at the end of a full day, excluding grants income. I think we could do both of those because we're on our way already. Let's close this and look at the researches we're doing anyway. We are going to do finance, but in 20 hours. So let's hold off on accepting those because we'll want to get the finance unlocked. And this construction operations lets us do the CFO, right? Now, which one's? Now, what was the other one? Geez, I forgot that quick. This investments, they want a CFO. What about this one? Okay, both want a CFO. Okay, that's what confused me. Okay, but anyway, the main thing I was looking at is with the gates. They have changed since I last played it. So if we come in here to construction and objects, you'll notice that when it comes to this gate, remote, and apparently you have to build like a bus thing and all to get people to the remote ones. So we really want the regular ones, but it requires a terminal on the second floor, which does make some sense. When you think about at least most airports with these kind of, with the arm that comes out, the ramp that takes the people right to the airplane, like, they don't walk out on the tarmac. They come from the second floor and go over there. But I'm not really ready to build a second floor, but I would like to ramp up our operations. Now, at times, we're getting awful busy here, so I think I'd like to try to do it in a little bit of like steps. So that kind of led to the thought of, well, what size gate do I build if it's not going to be a large? What do we want to do? Where do we want to build it? And I'm thinking we could get away with building it just right next to this one and probably stay within a budget. So let's come up here. Now, I did play around enough to note that these are like 4 of the taxiways big, right? So what we can do is come in here and say, if we were to build this guy just like right next to this one, right, we would be like there, and there. And then what I was doing is just coming over here and then just changing all of that to a new color, right? So it wasn't confused with where we may build a taxiway. So we'll build a taxiway here. Now, the other thing, it had been quite a while and I was confused. I wish they had just gave you a list someplace, but what like if we don't want to extend the runway, or if we do want to extend the runway, what airplanes can we get in here? Like there's no, if we click on this, it doesn't tell you, but I figured out through like searching Steam a little bit, like I didn't even, I don't know, I kind of almost found out by accident. If we click on these airlines, it tells you right here. So the problem is you then have to find out what planes can get in there. So what we couldn't do, because we don't have a runway that's 150. Ours is only 90. And if by looking at least the planes that are available to us, that's like totally true across the board, right? Like until we can build the large gate upstairs, we're really better off just sticking with the runway length we have. I mean, there might be other reasons to improve it, but not necessarily to increase the planes coming in each day, which is really my primary goal for this episode. So if we were to come in here, see XL 240 length, well, here's another fact for you, and I wanted to lay this out for us. Let's assume for a minute, and I'm going to use this taxiway symbol here, right? We're going to come in here, and I'm going to go from here, right, all the way down to the bottom. That's 150 long, right? So we're going to need to put in a runway there. I figured, well, it might be better to not have them crossing paths right here. But so there we go. So that runway there would let us get all the people in. And then if we ever needed to extend this one, I don't know that we could. We might have to extend our, because we'd run into the road before we'd get to 150. Does that make sense? So we're going to stick for a little while at least with just our 90 runway there. Not worry too much about that. Get this, close that gate. Get this built over here because it's going to be pretty expensive just to get that done. So let's come here just to get our construction guys doing something. Let's get the foundation going, and we'll just bring it all the way over to there, right? So there goes a good chunk of our money, 100,000, and then we should just come right in and we'll get this extra taxiway built, right? Another 15 grand, and then we'll need to put in a object, small gate. Not remote, we just want the regular small gate. Right there. So let's get rid of all that planning that we did. Or at least the planning over here. There we go. So now we'll get that built, and then we'll get the ability to have at least a third small gate, which will get us a lot more of the airplanes. Now what I'm afraid of is a couple things over here. And it's going to take a while for them to get that construction done anyhow. So I'm afraid of a couple things, that we just don't have enough security in particular, but probably ticketing as well. So what I would like to do is come over to Ops and get a ticketing kiosk or 2 or 3 in here. All right, like we do like here, here, and here. Yeah, because that's the entrance. So anybody who, I guess if you don't need to check a bag, that's what usually those things are good for. And then eventually we could put in more ticketing agents, but I think this will alleviate a lot of the rush for a little while, and eventually we just need to expand everything. Yeah, so the next thing that I want to expand is this security area. Now, the baggage claim seems to be functioning fine, though one day I want to move it like into a different location so that we can have a bigger ticketing area, get people flowing in. But then we need to worry about the second floor and all that stuff by then. But in the meantime, I want to make like another little improvement over here, and that's to be able to get more security in here. So in order to do that, what I'm picturing is maybe from where that trash can is, right? We'll have a wall that comes here, right? And then we'll have another construction, like say like that, and we have enough. And so what we'll do is when, I don't know, can we build a wall when they're not? Let's do something else. I want to, this is 1, 2, 3, right? So let's come back to our planning and say, all right, we need to put 3 of those in. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So like our new security area would come down to here. And I'm thinking we could probably even give it a little bit of extra breathing space there, right, for future. Yeah, that's fine. We already paid for this. I probably should have made this one short. I don't think we need a big. This will be like a corridor to go over to the baggage claim. So let's see. Can we put in wall? No, not yet. So once this gets built, we can put a wall in from like here to here, call all of this the security zone, and go from there. Now, one thing I definitely remember from the past is security is a pain in the butt when it comes to these things. You need to make sure you cover the security zone, right? So in other words, when we go to bust these walls out, we want to make sure that people can't get through, right? Now, this little part we built, and we're going to be able to put in, let's see, I don't think we can do it yet either. Ops. There should be... yeah, security gate. Let's zoom in. So if you look, I don't know how well you can see on your screen, but there's red facing me. Then the red's to the left. Like that means people, it's a one-way thing, so they can head towards the green. So what we would do is our wall would be here. We would put in like 1, 2. Okay, good. We can put these in. Right? So as soon as these get built, we'll have wall here, and then the people can only go this way, so we can bust these walls out, and the people will be able to go through here. Now, one more thing that I want to do is come up to and get a staff door. Yeah, staff only. And I want to just put it... you know what? Now, I'll put it over here because that's closer to the... So we're going to get a staff-only door right there so these guys can get out to build this and anything else down this way a little more quickly. Now, we might have to move that as time goes on because, well, we'll be expanding there. But that should get us the ability to put in 2 more of these security things so that even as our ticketing ramps up there, we'll be in good shape. Now, this is another thing. I got a comment, and it was, can't you put in more of these? I think it was Mike had said something. Even though he's never played the game, he pointed out, it still seems very logical to him to do that. So let's come over here to Objects, Retail. I'm thinking we should maybe put some outside of the zone as well as inside, right? So we'll do like drink vending. I guess this is a good place. Electronics vending. Let's put then we'll do food vending. Right? So when they come out of the bathroom, the women anyway, well, the men, they can go get something to drink once they wash their hands. I hope. All right, and then I'd like to probably put another one in here since that seems where it's the most popular. How about, since we're going to be building this, I don't know. Well, that'll cause a problem with traffic. Yeah, so what do we have? Food vending, drink vending. Missed it. I want to build 2 of them. And electronics vending, right? There we go. So that'll take care of that little bit of a problem. So how are we doing? Yeah, I think we're doing okay. Let's take a look at the schedule. I did notice, like last night, when we were... Well, not last night. I did notice that we didn't really space these things out with the number of passengers in mind. So see how this only has 90? This has 140. I think we can handle that, especially as we do our upgrades, but this one only has 19. So I think the thing that we should do, like in other words, these 2 planes don't equal that one, right? So if we did this, we've just spaced out, like this is 190 plus, what was this? In fact, 19. So that's only going to be like 109 people coming in, where this is going to be like 140 people coming in. And I really didn't pay enough attention to that as we were going through. So I'd like to try to just make sure we have a little bit of space like we do here between these planes. All right, I think this will be fine because it's little. And what is this one? This one's 140. See, I'd rather maybe step that back so that these 2 140s tomorrow aren't right next to each other. Especially as we talk about, yeah, this is like a 150, right? And this is a 140. So what is this guy? 50. Okay, so maybe we can squeeze him in. Yeah, let's bunch this up a little bit more. We'll bunch this guy up. But then we'll give it a bit of a break, right? And we can put this guy in. All right, we'll move that guy as late as we can. All right, so that should we'll be a little bit tight around noontime, but I think we can handle the 2 140s then. And I think we'll be a little bit smoother in the afternoon. And then this guy's a what? This guy is a 140, and yeah, so these are all not big planes, but big for us, right? So I think we can then space these guys out a little bit more, because why not? Right, and then we're going to have to see what our 3rd gate here does for us. Now, do we think we're going to be done the 3rd gate? Well, we can wait. No, oh, did we pause? No, it just seemed like it was paused. All right, so I think that'll make the schedule a little bit better. And then what I think I'd like to do now is just play forward time. If anything, or I mean, just, stop the recording for a few minutes, play forward time, get our gate built and all of that stuff. Now, another thing I forgot that you could do, and I don't think, maybe I didn't forget it, but it was something I noticed. we can make some of these projects like a higher priority, right? And so they'll go get these things in to make people a little bit happier, just a little bit quicker. Now, if you notice, we're down to 24,000. So that's a little bit, I think we'll be okay. We'll have some money coming in. And we can take a loan out, but I'm the kind of player that likes to... There we go. So all of our vending is... I'm the kind of person that likes to just keep things... The debts can really add up. I mean, it's really better if you can not go into debt. But then again, hey, if you can borrow the money and get things done that much quicker... I'm going to bet money, though, that we can get these in. But there's no real hurry. We just need to get that schedule done before, like, 12 o'clock tonight. And if we do, then we could get these in. So if I just let this play forward to, like, 8 or 9 o'clock, then we'll know if we can get all this set up. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. So let me sit here and watch my little airport play forward for a little while, and I will stop it as soon as anything slightly exciting happens. Okay, here we are back again, and I'm reasonably confident that we can finish this little bit of wall. We just got the runway done a second ago, and I need to get rid of this bit of wall, right? Now, don't use demolish, use dismantle if you just want to get rid of walls. If you want to get rid of the foundations, use the demolish. So there we go. Now, can I put things in here? I wouldn't mind if we could start getting that done ASAP. All right, gate agent desk. Yeah, it looks like it's going to let us. So I'm thinking we put it over this way, and then we have our seating, like, over here, right? And we put it, like, here. And then we'll go with a queue. And we'll get our queue. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. You don't want to jam them up too much. Right, we'll do kind of like the same size queue, more or less, they have over there. Alright, so that should be a decent sized queue. And then we can get some more chairs in over here, so we'll leave a little bit of a gap between that line so people can get in and out. You definitely want to get them... Let's see what'll fit, right? Whoa, that zoomed in quick. Alright, so we're going to do a bench now. You know, we want to leave enough room for people to get by there. All right, and then an aisle, a thing, and then this one would go face in the same direction. All right, and then one here, and here, here, and here. All right, and then we can get them a little bit of decor. We'll stick with these red bushes because... Why not? Let's put a trash can there. Is it ops? Yeah, flight display. Yeah. I don't think it matters which way you put the flight display. Like, I don't think like they read it from one side. I don't really know. And then we can give them a little bit of decoration over here, maybe, right? Maybe another trash can, like here and here. I know it's kind of in the aisleway there, but. Hopefully that'll be okay. And then, yeah, decorations. Oh, what am I doing? Well, unfortunately, I can't cancel it. Really? Why can't I cancel that? I keep misclicking. Man, why won't it let me cancel the trash can? I don't know. But this is another bug that I guess, or thing that they haven't fixed. Like, that lady wants to go over to sit in those chairs, I think. Right? But she's too dumb to realize that the wall's still there. So, not the smartest lady you ever met. And then this will get built. Now, the other thing is, boy, it'd be nice if there was a priority brush, huh? Yeah, let's go at least get that high. Let's get this high. Right, so that they'll get those things put in before they build all of this. because, yeah, okay. And then what I'd like to do, while it's still time, is, even though this may cause us problems, let's go get, like, just 2 more airplanes at each time, right? Now, is there an airline with 2? These guys would be, yeah, these are all beaches. That's kind of good, because I think we can handle all those beaches. Or do we go for the Gusto? What is this one? Is that the Bombardier? Airbus? There's a DQ. Oh, that's the Dash 8. Okay, yeah, Bombardier Dash 8. How many is that? That's 100. No, that's. There we go, 50. Yeah, so these are relatively small. Yeah, you know what? I don't want to go necessarily that small. So this is a Ford Air. Right, so there's only one of them that we could get because we only have the small gate, and that's a 737. So let's accept that, and that's a morning flight, right? And all of our fancy planning that we did, you know what? Yeah, we still have time. Things shouldn't be too busy in the morning. Right, and that's just a little plane right there. So yeah, that's enough for tomorrow. We don't need to make people unhappy. And then, let's see, do we have an afternoon? Yes. So those are the beaches. Let's get another bigger plane, because as we expand our capabilities, which we might even be done by the afternoon, right? So again, this is... Yeah, these are all small ones. So is that the only thing? What about this airline? E85. I think that's a little bit bigger. No, that's a 737. Yeah, Embraer 195. What did I say? E85? 90. Yeah, let's accept 2 more of these coming in the afternoon. And then we'll get them... Right, is one of these small? I think they were all big, right? Or not big. I mean, if I use the word big, forgive me. Yeah, this one's small. So let's tighten this up a little bit. All right, because it's all about, like, people per hour. And then the last one, we can probably get... Yeah, we could almost get 2 in. We can definitely get, like, another one in at the very end. And again, we're going to be, by tomorrow night, I think we're going to have more stuff, right? So let's see. What do we have? PM 707 is big. 737. Let's accept that. And then what does WestJet have? That's the D. You know what? Let's accept that, right? So that we don't just overwhelm ourselves. So what I'm thinking is, this is the bigger one, and we could do that like right at... Really? There you go. That's a strange graphics thing, isn't it? Oh, is it coming in on the other side, right? There it is. Yeah, so as long as it arrives on time, it doesn't matter when it leaves. It'll help us take advantage of that. And then WestJet is only 50 people. We're going to try to squeeze that guy in right there. Yeah, this is 140. Yeah, so we're going to be real busy. We don't... Well, this is 90. We can't push that any further. You know, I think I want to... Let's just... We're getting real busy, like right there. I think this one's kind of smaller, right? Yeah, no. Yeah, 90. Put that guy right in the middle of these. So hopefully that'll work out. And then, yeah, what do we want to do here? This is a pretty big one. Let's just scoot that forward a little bit. and this is our 50. So hopefully that'll be enough of a break before this one comes in, and this one will end the day. And we got all that done by tomorrow, so that will be our flight schedule for day 3, which, if we look, is that... it'll tell us soon. I think it's telling us today's estimated. So there we go. So we got a whole flight schedule going, and we're counting on this getting done. And didn't I put this on like higher priority? No, why don't go to high? You won't let me put you on high? Something's going weird there. Why won't it let me put that on a higher priority? I don't understand. Well, anyway, we'll get our security built first. I'm really getting a little nervous about... You know what? And let me pause the video. I'll let a little bit more get constructed, but I'll... Maybe if I reset, you know what I mean? By I'm just going to save the game and then close it and reopen it. So I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, guys, I wasn't able to set it, but then I set this to a high priority and this door to a high priority, and then I was able to set this gate agent desk to a high priority. So we've got a lot of high priorities, but we got all night to build things, right? I just want to make sure that we get this all set up and we don't have any dumb errors or anything like that that's going to set us back. Let's go back to a little faster forwarding. Yeah, there they go. Get them off of this for a minute. How are they doing here? They really haven't... There's a lot of drilling going on without a lot of actual action. All right, there we go. So now they can get in there and start doing this and this door. And that's what we're going to need to get the... in this gate agent desk. We got a lot of construction. Yeah, a lot of deliveries down here. There he goes. Are you working on that? Yep, good. All right, so now we can do assign to here. All right, then we can close that. Close that. Select this. Assign to this queue. All right, so even if we don't have all the chairs for the people, we'll at least have that. Now the garbage bin, I should be able to cancel this project, and they should put that stuff in storage. Which leads me to probably the last topic. Let's do a little bit more while we're waiting, you know, for stuff, and we're on 5 times speed, which I feel pretty comfortable with, and it's the middle of the night. I'd like to talk about the problems we have, or I've had in the past. Maybe they fixed them, I don't know. But what I would like to tend to do is probably get our ticketing up here. You know, kind of stay with the similar layout that they have here. Get people through security, but a bigger ticketing that's pushed further back this way. And the reason for that is, if you look at the roads, right, this is a road, eventually we'll get really busy and all these drop-offs, this little road's not going to be enough. And what I've liked to do, at least from the past, is go over like 1, 2, 3, and then put the road like here for the drop-offs. So instead of actually placing a road, let's use this light blue and, you know, within the bounds of reason. Now, the other thing you have to look out for, if you're really going to count on this, is these roads get placed on like a separate grid. So you want to make sure, like if I had put it halfway, like if I had put it right here, it wouldn't, you know what I mean? It wouldn't line up. But now we know it's going to line up, right? So we're going to do like, you know, like a pull-off cul-de-sac, I guess you could call it. And so this would be like the area for our drop-offs. And then somewhere down here, like in this area, like picture our people come out of their gates and they're going to come to like a separate pickups area, right? So let me do something. See, we want to do like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. See, I could have done that wrong, but that should be on the grid that the roads are on. Now, pickups don't tend to need as many, but we'll just say that would be where we would have our pickups. And that little extra bit I did is a little annoying. Right? Maybe a little bit further down, but the reason I'm doing that is I want to move this storage before they get too much stuff in it, because usually just will stick the storage all the way down here. So we're going to come to zones, no zone. Right, did I get that? Storage. Now the storage has a minimum size, right? Yeah, 5. A lot of them have a minimum size. Right, so we're just going to put that storage for now, like down here. And the reason I want to do that is until we start building more, I want to get this deliveries to be bigger so that that's not an issue for us. We'll just go like all the way over to that fence and just sort of make our delivery area that big. And then pickups, I don't see why there's any reason we can't make that a little bit bigger for now. All right, maybe we'll even go 4 wide. And then drop-offs. Let's take our drop-offs and fill this. All right. That should just give us a little more room. So our deliveries will still be close for them. And then you know what? I don't really want the garbage up here, but garbage ultimately should be kind of the closest. All right, so let's come and get rid of our garbage zone. And then we're going to come down here and just move the garbage zone to here. Now, eventually, I want to do the same thing with deliveries where we have like a road down here that they can drop off the deliveries. But I don't really want to move the deliveries too far away because it's just that much further our construction guys have to go. Yeah, now this is a problem. Let's slow down a lot. We need to get this done sort of ASAP. So I want you guys to dismantle. Yeah, now we can dismantle. No, you know what? Just dismantle this. Then come in here and build this wall like that, right? And then, I'm not sure how well this will be accomplished, but then I want you to dismantle all of this. Let's come back to our zones. Security. All right, we'll get that in. Objects, ops. Let's see what we can put in of this stuff like right away. Like, no, it's gonna be like right there. But then this one would be like right here, right? I can't see. It's facing the right way. And that one's gonna be like right there. Right, this one would be like right here. Zones, security. Yeah, so let's get rid of, we don't need this zone anymore. Actually, security needs to come down to here. All right, good. Now we got that other stuff out of our way. Let's get more objects, ops, metal detector. I want to make sure this thing's facing the right direction. All right, let's just stagger them. I think they'll look, so then, oh, that's right, we have an extra, yeah, we'll go down like that. Then we need a bag check, or bag scanner. Oh, that's a metal detector. Right, then we'll put this one here. Then we could maybe put like a little decoration or two in there. All right, good. So now let's clean up our security zone. All right, so this is all the security zone now. And then we need to demolish this wall, though I think they can get out through the security zone. Or dismantle, I should say. All right, so they'll be able to just come in this way when they're leaving for their planes. And then now let's get a queue. Get 3 queues. Yeah, make these. Ah, yeah, that's right. You know what? I think we're going to do. let's just make this queue longer. That didn't make them very happy, did it? Look, the people in the back of the line are getting to the front. Let's get something, at least one more of these going ASAP. We kind of got issues here, don't we? Maybe it's about the limit. Okay, so we can't make that high, but we can make it urgent. No, we can't even do that with this one. Maybe there's a limit to the number of them, or if there's, I don't know. I'll look that up to see why I can't assign that. And then we don't have, let's get a staff. All right, we got 39,000, so we're in pretty good shape spending money here, not paying any attention, or at least I'm not. There we go, look, this guy's gonna get this one done. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and hire. How many are we gonna need? 3 for each. Yeah, 3 for each, so that's gonna be like 9. Might as well just get them all hired now. All right, so that so they're ready to go as soon as we get that. Now we can do assign to queue, assign to queue. All right. All right, so hopefully our security people will get out there pretty shortly. Wherever they are. At least we're not getting any red messages there, right? So that's good. So are we getting people through? No, we really need... See what I was saying? Those kiosks help a lot with getting people through the ticketing, but we just really need to get those security guards there. I think they get just dropped off in the regular drop-off. All right, now how are you doing as far as... Yeah, see, we really didn't get people through here quick enough. That's all right. It's look at this. All these people out here want some more vending. I guess it's because they're also sort of stuck out here, right? Come on, where's our security guards? Yeah, let's fast forward it a little bit. I was hoping it was just going to be... There they go. Here they are. Right, there we go. There we go. Get to work, boys and girls. There, so that'll get them through a lot quicker. So hopefully, even if, let's see, how long does this plane have left? Oh, it's still got 104 minutes. So with the fact that we just ramped that up, and this is a little plane, I hope. No, that's a 737. All right, so hopefully we can get all these people through here, right? Let's go back up to 5 times speed and see how we... Look at all these people. That's not good. But our happiness is not too bad, right? And we should be making some more money. Yeah, we got it up to like 35,000. I think we were at 19. So see how these people are going to come around this way. Let's see. Can we get ahead of this line? Like sometimes it's like once you got a backup, it's hard to get. Yeah, we're getting ahead of it, which is good, right? I really don't like this. I'm wondering if we shouldn't do more. I don't know if they're in line for electronics and food. If we get them through, will they go to these other ones a little more quickly? Like it seems like we just transferred the line up to this one. Let's see what happens. I don't want to panic. We don't have a ton of money. And we've accomplished kind of what I wanted to today, which was to get that... You know, look, we got 3 planes in there waiting now. All right, so we should be making some fairly decent money. And, we've... As long as people don't become totally unhappy, which they're not, so... Yeah, we need to get... How's our... Let's go look at these grants. Because we started out talking about those grants, and... We were either going to do investments or that, and either one of them needs a CFO. And we need to find a place that we could build an office that wouldn't be in the way that we would just have to move it, right? And so what I'm thinking of is offices up here might make some sense. But we probably have to wait till we have a little bit more money. Now let's take a look at our research because I want to stay on top of that too. So this is almost done. Credit reporting. Well, that's not a bad thing, but it's not really that. Escalators would be nice, but it's not really. Operations. Yeah, then gate control. Technology. Yeah, I think. Well, let's just go ahead and get operations just because I think it sounds like a good idea to unlock it. But we want to probably hire these people first before I do too much more of the research. But I do like, while I have some money, to get that research done because other things you can buy, I don't think you can get the research. Yeah, so there goes our ticketing. We're doing a lot better on this flight. Now this flight's a little bit. Yeah, that's the Dash 8, so that only has 50 people. Well, we'll see. We'll see here shortly because we're going to have some other bigger planes coming in, right? Let's take a look at our schedule again. What time is it? It's 1 o'clock. Yeah, so this was the WestJet. Yeah, so we're going to have these two planes come in. So let's see how we do getting through that, and then we'll kind of call it an episode at that point. When we come back, we'll see what happens. I don't know if I'm going to play much time forward. But we need to talk about expanding things and how we would do it. You know, it'd be nice to get in bigger planes, of course. But at the same time, you know, I don't want to go into $10 million worth of debt just to do that. Not when we can just be patient and let things build up for ourselves. But at least I think we're getting this going. Yeah, see how, like, you know, are we going to get this plane out on time? And we don't have a big lines here. I mean, you're going to have lines at times. But I think we fixed and got the third gate, which is kind of key to making some more money, right? Because think about it, we don't have any more bathrooms. We don't have that much more staff. You know, you're paying that much more of your taxes and. Yep, see, we got that guy out in good shape. Now, the ticketing's taking a little bit longer than I would like. But hopefully all of these people get right on. Yeah, well, there's not a big line at security, so even if they're a little bit late coming in the door to get their tickets and bags done, then some of these people should be coming in for the next flight, so we should be in good shape. Well, there we go. I don't want to spend too much time just staring at it. I know if you like this game, you probably like watching the people. As a matter of fact, I tend to listen to other YouTube people and just sort of let a game like this play kind of slowly if I'm not doing it on YouTube. But there we go. So, you know, we could talk about maybe squeezing some more people in, some more flights. Next episode, we could talk about future expansion. You know, we have the idea of a big runway. But in order to do that, we're going to have to get, you know, to a second floor. I've never actually built a second floor. So when I was doing things, I'm assuming we just do it like we would anything else, right? Yeah. So we'll have to get a set of stairs. Is that in objects? Structures? No. Ball. Yeah, stairway up, stairway down, as if there's a difference. Why don't you have both? All right, well, we'll talk about where we would put in stairs, and maybe we'll get a proper big. I mean, that seems like I want to get a big runway, and even if we have to take out a loan, I think that's what we're going to do in the next one. Let's go down back to the ground floor, see how things are doing. So plan on the next episode. We will see if we can get a large and or extra large gate there, depending on what our plans are. All right, guys. See you in a little bit. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for all your likes and subscriptions and comments. I do appreciate them. Take care. Bye-bye.